Welcome to Royal Lovers. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and show some love to royalty. I am your host, Zane. Today, we're going to delve into an intriguing topic that has been making waves across the globe. It involves none other than the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and their appearance at the upcoming ESPYs event. The ESPYs, as many of you may know, is a prestigious award ceremony that honors exceptional athletic achievements and performances. However, the Sussexes' involvement in the event has stirred up quite a storm. Critics have been vocal, and their comments range from disapproving to downright scathing. But what is the story behind the criticisms? How has the public reacted to the Sussexes' involvement in the ESPYs? And how does ESPN, the network hosting the event, view Prince Harry's participation? In today's video, we'll delve into the story behind the criticisms and the public's reaction. This year, the ESPYs are still scheduled for Thursday evening. There's a buzz in the air, a sense of anticipation that's impossible to ignore. All eyes are on the Sussexes, Prince Harry and Meghan, whose appearance at the event is highly anticipated. The world is eager to see them step into the spotlight at this prestigious occasion. Prince Harry isn't just attending as a guest. He is a recognized honoree, set to receive the Pat Tillman Award for Service. This award, named after the late American football player and soldier, is given to individuals who demonstrate remarkable dedication to their community. This recognition underlines Prince Harry's ongoing commitment to public service, a theme that has been a constant in his life, from his military service to his charity work. The anticipation for Prince Harry's acceptance speech is palpable. It's expected to be a moment of sincerity, a spotlight on service, and a testament to the power of dedication. It's these moments that remind us why we admire individuals like Prince Harry, for their unwavering commitment to making a difference. But it's not just the room that's expected to receive Prince Harry's words well. His acceptance speech is predicted to resonate far and wide, reaching beyond the walls of the ESPYs event. Prince Harry's words have the power to influence and inspire, and there is no doubt that his message will be heard around the globe. And of course, there's Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, a woman of grace, intelligence, and strength. Her presence at the event adds a touch of royalty to the occasion, a reminder of the couple's unique position at the intersection of celebrity and service. This event is drawing a lot of attention, thanks to the Sussexes. Their attendance guarantees added interest and international attention to the ESPYs. The world is watching, ready to celebrate their achievements and listen to their words. And with the Sussexes in the spotlight, this ESPYs event promises to be an unforgettable occasion. As is common with any public figure, the Sussexes have their share of critics. Just as the sun is sure to rise each morning, one can count on Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, to attract their fair share of detractors. One such critic is Lee Cohen, a man who has made it his mission to pen vitriolic columns on the Sussexes and the Obamas for the British media. Though Cohen has voiced his opinion on the Pat Tillman Award, we won't give credence to his views by delving into them here. Then there's The Guardian, an esteemed British publication, which recently published an article penned by Awa Mahdawi. The piece, titled "Harry is the Divisive Duke, and Meghan is Making Jam. Can the Sussexes escape their flop era?" is riddled with insinuations and questions about the couple's popularity in America. The British press has been peddling the narrative that America is growing tired of the Sussexes since the year 2020. It is a convenient narrative for them, one that they feed to their domestic audience, perhaps out of a reluctance to delve into the complexities of American culture. But let's set the record straight. The majority of Americans view the Sussexes as any other celebrity family, living privately and pursuing their own interests. The Sussexes' standing does not hinge on popular opinion in America, so the incessant polling on "What do Americans think of the Sussexes?" is an exercise in futility. The narrative of a flop era for the Sussexes is a fallacy, a concocted story that does not align with reality. The Sussexes continue to make their mark, and their influence is undeniable. And as we talk about flop eras, one might wonder, where's Kate? It's a question worth pondering, as the narrative seems to be singularly focused on the Sussexes, while other royals escape the same scrutiny. Despite the criticism, the Sussexes continue to make their mark. Their story is still being written, and it is far from a flop era. While the critics have their say, what does the public think? Indeed, it's an interesting question, and one that requires a deeper dive into the public's perception of the Sussexes. For several years now, since around 2020, the British press has been pushing a narrative that America is growing weary of the Sussexes. This storyline is often served up to their domestic readership, a spoon-fed simplification that saves them the trouble of explaining the finer points of American culture. However, this narrative seems to miss the mark when it comes to the general American sentiment towards the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The majority of Americans see the Sussexes as just another celebrity family, making their home on this side of the pond and living their lives privately. They're not held to the same royal standards or expectations as they might be in the UK, nor are they subject to the same level of scrutiny. The Sussexes, in the eyes of many Americans, are simply doing their own thing, carving out their own path in their own way. Moreover, the Sussexes aren't dependent on public support in America. They're not running for office or seeking public approval. They're simply living their lives, pursuing their charitable endeavors and raising their family. So, it seems rather futile to spend money on polling to determine what Americans think of the Sussexes. The results aren't going to change the Sussexes' lives or their plans. In contrast to the narrative being peddled, the real question might be why there is such an investment in trying to paint the Sussexes' time in America as a flop era. Is it a desperate attempt to validate a particular viewpoint? Or perhaps it's simply an effort to create controversy where there is none? In conclusion, it appears that there's a significant disconnect between the critics and the public's view. While the critics continue to spin their narratives, the public seems less concerned with the Sussexes' royal status and more interested in them as individuals, as philanthropists and as parents. Clearly, there's a disconnect between the critics and the public's view. Let's not forget about ESPN's stance on Prince Harry. This global sports network, recognized for its influence and reach, has been pretty clear about its perspective. They've chosen to honor Prince Harry with the Pat Tillman Award for Service, a prestigious accolade recognizing his commitment to public service and charitable efforts. This move by ESPN is a real game changer. It upsets the narrative of a so-called flop era that some critics are desperately trying to push. But ESPN's decision to honor Prince Harry is a testament to his influence, his impact, and the respect he has earned on the world stage. It's a clear message that Prince Harry's work is being noticed and appreciated, regardless of the noise that some critics might be making. It's a stark reminder that the opinion of a few does not define the perception of many. ESPN's support is a testament to Prince Harry's influence, despite what critics may say. So are the Sussexes really in their flop era? Let's recap what we've discussed. The ESPYs event, despite the controversy, promises to be an exciting affair, with Prince Harry receiving the Pat Tillman Award for Service. The critics, as ever, have been vocal, using this opportunity to highlight their disdain for the Sussexes and their American journey. Yet the public's view seems to contradict this narrative, with the majority seeing the Sussexes as just another celebrity family living privately and doing their own thing. The British press's narrative of America is growing tired of the Sussexes seems to be more of a domestic selling point, rather than a fair representation of the situation across the pond. It's important to remember that the Sussexes' existence does not hinge on their public support here in America. Thus, constant polling about what do Americans think of the Sussexes seems more like a fruitless endeavor rather than an accurate gauge of their popularity. Now, let's not forget about ESPN's stance. Their decision to honor Prince Harry with the Pat Tillman Award speaks volumes about their view on the Sussexes, directly contradicting the idea of a flop era. It seems the narrative of a flop era is more about forcing a particular storyline, rather than reflecting the reality of the situation. In conclusion, the Sussexes, like any public figures, will always be subject to criticism, and their move to America has undoubtedly prompted a new wave of scrutiny. Yet their actions, their service, and their standing in the eyes of organizations like ESPN suggest that they are far from a flop era. Instead, they continue to navigate their unique path, contributing to causes close to their hearts and building their life on their own terms. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Remember to subscribe, share the video, and leave a comment. I am your loyal host Zane, signing off.